Hey, what's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? This the Thawahgabar for Black Authentic Truth. Black Authentic Truth live. I got a few stories I'm gonna go over real quick. Um, I ain't been live in a long time. It's been a few days. I was out in Puerto Rico, that was dope, just to experience something different, be around brothers and sisters in a whole nother country. To be honest, I felt like I was at home. The only problem was I'm not bilingual. So I need to work on my Spanish. I said, I'm gonna work on my Spanish. I'm gonna get in there, get that app. What's that app? Dual. I'm gonna get that and try to become bilingual. Try to, at least get enough so I can, do some basic communication. But Puerto Rico was cool. Went out there on a mission to help a brother, and that was fulfilling because you know how many times do you see where people actually go and try to serve someone else, try to help someone else without no benefit to themselves? And it was just an amazing sight. It was a good feeling to be able to do something like that. And I will be back because when I was leaving, I figured out that I hadn't scratched the surface of the island. But some things that I learned about Puerto Rico, there's some things that I learned and some things that I want to bring to light. First of all, the people are very nice. The people are very welcoming. When we have a school in the ISUPK out there that we was working on, and brothers were standing on the corner. It's on the corner of an intersection, and it's like basically right at the beach. And people just rolling up, stopping to ask what's going on. What is this about? Usually, I'm not used to that. I'm, from California. I see, people are not talkative like that. They may wonder what's going on, but they're just gonna keep rolling. They're gonna look, but they're not gonna stop and ask. And so it's that type of atmosphere. It kind of reminded me of an atmosphere in a lot of the Midwest, the Midwest, the heart of America, the southern states, where people are more perfect strangers are. They're more inquiring and asking, and they're nice and they speak. In California, people don't speak. People don't. You gotta look a person in the eye and say, "How you doing?" In order to get their attention. Most people they don't speak, but the people are nice in Puerto Rico, uh, and definitely, coming from America, we stood out, and then we had our fringes on, brothers with braids, and people wanted to know, hey, what was this all about? I had a camera, and I was trying to, in the midst of us moving and going everywhere, I was trying to take a picture and get video. Well, I got a little bit, but I couldn't do it like as if I was actually there on my own time, because I wasn't. I was on how should I say, I was on God's time. And I had to move when I had to move, because I had to follow orders and I had to do what I got to do. And so that's one thing. The people are very hospitable. Got to talk to some people and get their thoughts on Donald Trump, on that comedian saying that the island is island of garbage. Um, People have some stuff to say. Some of the stuff I can't even say on camera. Another thing, like what I just mentioned about them saying it's a island of trash, of garbage. Well, walking the streets, and I was in one of the more poorer parts. I was not where tourists are. The streets are clean. There's no trash on the streets. Vacant lots, abandoned buildings. There's no trash on the streets. Uh, the most I saw was, and I'm not saying trash, but I seen a lot of stray dogs, but they're not really stray dogs, because people put food out on the corners for the dogs. I've seen a few cats, some frogs. Another shocker is I seen no homeless people in Puerto Rico. Now let's just flip that. I didn't see no trash on the streets. I didn't see no homeless people. Now I'm in California. I'm in Southern California. You see trash on the streets. Now, when you go to those gated communities and those communities where, white Americans live, yes, the streets are clean. The street sweeper comes every morning, but typically in the black and brown communities, it's not like that. But just imagine you come here, you come to LA, and it's tent city with homeless people. And I'm not downing homeless people, but what I'm saying is, as far as from a country standpoint, and as far as how the people take care of one another, I did not see any homeless people at all, which a shocker to me, coming from where I come from, because America is a first world country, right? America is a first world country. So where I was at, man, you can consider it the hood, but to me it was like paradise because it's like right at the beach. And these people's backyards is the actual beach and the view of the ocean. And so to me, Puerto Rico is not a first world country, but it's also not a third world country. It's somewhere in between. But America is supposed to be the home of the free, the land of the brave, and all those good things. But you go to some of these cities in America and it's hell on earth compared to Puerto Rico. So that's just to talk. That's directly aimed at the Donald Trump supporters and the people that thought it was funny that comedian said that Puerto Rico was an island of trash. Some of the things I also learned about Puerto Rico is that it makes the most money for America as far as being a tourist destination and the amount of money that they generate in revenue for the United States. And so Puerto Rico is mainly a tourist destination, and that's what the economy is based on. And I learned this from the locals, and I learned this from one of my captains. There's murals telling the story and how the people actually feel out there. And like I said, I talked to some people, and their feelings was basically, how can they say, first of all, one brother said, we're more American than they are in America, talking about Trump and them. We're more American than them and black people because we were there first and then they colonized. So they do have a pulse on what happens in the States, what is talked about in the States. And that was cool because I felt like I didn't actually leave the States in a way, because also it's bilingual. So when you look around, you have, your stores like Walmart, McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's Pizza, like, you have all Home Depot, you have all of the, the American stores that we have. So in a way, I didn't feel like I was somewhere else, unless you look at the stop signs. The stop sign was in the exit signs, the street signs are Spanish, and I was like, that's when you're going to have to add that extra language in your repertoire to be able to navigate and actually get what you want. But yeah, that was a dope experience. The sister said, but they are third world. Seems like we are here. Yeah. It seems like we are here. It seems like we are third world in certain areas in America. Like you come in, like we be in Hollywood. In Hollywood, you got people, just homeless people sleeping right on the strip, right where the stars are at, right where the area where people come and take pictures and make TikTok videos and all of that. And this is supposed to be the place that's star studded. You got homelessness all throughout that thing. So the best places in America, they can look like a third. It could be like on one side of the street, it's all nice and well kept. And on the other side of the street, it's hell on earth. You know what I mean? It doesn't even go. It's a mismatch. It's hypocritical to say that you're the best nation on the planet Earth, where you have people that are hungry. You have veterans that are homeless, and these supposed to be the people that everybody loves and respects, but they're on the streets. They can't get their benefits. America don't even care about them. These are people that went and fought for your freedoms, but you disrespect them every day. Sister said, I'm sold on Puerto Rico. I said that too. I said, if I had, I could see myself living in Puerto Rico. I could see myself actually living there and carving out a life out there, because that is just like that to me. It was like a paradise to me. Little humidity. I got ate up by the mosquitoes. You know, I got bumps in between my knuckles, elbows, my thighs, my leg. The mosquitoes was hitting me through my jeans. They was tearing me up. The brother that live out there, McGunn, he said it's fresh meat. Y'all fresh meat. That's why he used to it. He just sitting there drinking a beer like it ain't nothing. Why brothers is like, oh, we gotta get some bug off. You know what I mean? But dope experience, definitely. So yeah, I look forward to going out there and doing more work. And in the meantime, in between time, try to mix and mingle with the people, get some interviews and talk to some people. Whenever that opportunity presents itself again, Lord willing, I'll be able to make it. And so with that, I want to go into a few videos I want to talk about that I've seen just in the last few days. Came across one of them. I came across today. And so let me pull that up. Let me see. Add that to the stage.
We talk about you. Why you don't be with your daddy?
I just don't like that man. I don't like him. He's not my dad. I don't give two craps. He's not my daddy. No, but for real, I don't like him.
Let me start this over real quick. Let me start it over. Now, this video I seen this morning, and I was just shocked. Captain Thawahgabar, who is my brother, who's my big brother, he posted this. I could not find the actual video, but so I can't direct anyone to where this video comes from. But it's a mother and his son on camera, and the son is just expressing how he doesn't like his dad. So I'm gonna play it, and then I'm going to give some commentary on it.
We talk about you, not about nobody else. We talk about you. Why you don't be with your daddy?
I just don't like that man. I don't like him. He's not my dad. I don't give two craps. He's not my daddy. No, but for real, I don't like him. Put that on everything I love. I don't like him.
This video shows.
Now, if you can go to Captain Thawahgabar's page and you can see his breakdown and what he's talking about it. I encourage brothers and sisters, go check Captain Thawahgabar out. That's what is it? Thawahgabar, Captain Thawahgabar's podcast. Go check that channel out. Subscribe to that channel. But this brother right here, you cannot blame this young man. He definitely has learned that hatred for his father from his mother. This boy sounds effeminate. He sounds like a bitter woman saying like he just don't like that man. He's not his father. And the sad part about this is that the mother laughed at it. She laughed at it as though it's funny. And she has this young boy on camera, on social media, and she thinks it's funny for him to express his disdain for his father. I don't know if it's, you know, what the situation is, but it is a bad look, and it's an ugly thing. Because imagine this. Imagine one day the father wants to come and I don't know the situation, but let's just say the father has turned a leaf and he wants to try to get in his son's life again. He wants to be there. And in this video, look, on the internet, videos don't go anywhere. No matter if you delete them or not, they're still there. You know that? How you know that? Like, videos can be deleted, don't get me wrong, but there's stories and cases of people having videos up of people in bad situations where they're in court trying to get it taken off the internet, but you can't trace it to everybody that's sharing it. And you don't know if somebody's sharing it, how to reach them, or how to send them a letter and say, take this down, or we're going to pursue you with legal matters. So there's a lot of videos that people want taken down that they can't even get taken down. Over time, they're like, that's not me anymore. But just think that this father sees this video and how he feels, with the mother laughing and the son saying, I don't like that man. And he's just so effeminate. And this is just a horrible lesson for a son to learn from a son or daughter to learn from his mother. Now imagine this brother grows up and he meets his father, and his father is a stand-up man, a great father, that he's telling him a totally different story of the reason why he wasn't in his life, or whatever the case may be. We don't really know, but we do know that this happens a lot, where people say, I finally met my father, and he was not the guy that I was told he was. My life has been so great since I've met my father. He's a stand-up brother. I love the fact that I now have a relationship with my father. It's going to be hard for something like that to even transpire with his mind so poisoned by the bitterness of his mother. So I don't know, man. Y'all tell me, am I off? Tell me, am I off? What y'all think about that? Let me get this real quick. Like, what do y'all think about that? It's a sad deal. You know what I'm saying? And effeminate means for a man to have the tenderness of a woman, to have woman-like mannerisms. Being effeminate doesn't necessarily mean that you are, LGBTQ, but a lot of Black men have been effeminatized because they have been raised by their mothers. It's no fault to them. Maybe they haven't had a strong male figure in their life. And so a lot of times you see with Black males is that they have the mannerisms of Black women. It's no fault to anyone. It's just that we don't understand that how important a male figure is in a young male's life, to give him the masculinity and the structure that he needs. Am I just talking to deaf ears? Let me know. Am I talking to deaf ears? Let me play this again. It's terrible.
No, we talk about you, not about nobody else. We talk about you. Why you don't be with your daddy?
I just don't like that man. I don't like him. He's not my dad. I don't give two craps. He's not my daddy. No, but for real, I don't like him. Put that on everything I love. I don't like him.
This video.
So why he don't like his dad? What? Because his dad has rules? Does his dad make him do what he needs to do? And if you just look at the video, the mother is walking around. I mean, if you look at her chest, you're seeing a little too much that you shouldn't be seeing. So that lets you know how she is around her son. And let me just add this, or maybe I'll save that. I'll save that for the next video, because, these videos, apparently, I don't know, I was on one, but every video I seen was about parenting or being a father or a father figure or a mother or whatever, or just raising your children. So I'm going to just drop this, right? Let me see what the sister said, because I want to move on. It's a disservice to all the children not to have a father in their lives. Renee said, he's sweet. Yes, indeed. That's true. But he still has a chance for a strong male to come into his life and mold him. But with that type of attitude from the mother, thinking that it's funny, I doubt that she would allow something like that. The minute he says, I don't like him, and then, a lot of sisters, it's almost like they're in a relationship with their sons and can't nothing come in between that. And even when the son becomes a man and he gets a woman, then she has an issue with any woman he gets, because of that type of connection that they have always had. And it ends up messing up all of the relationships that this man get, because she has to be in all of his business and all of his endeavors, even when he now has a wife of his own, which causes friction between her and the woman, right? So yeah, let me drop this real quick. I'm gonna drop this and I'm gonna go to the next video.
But I ain't tripping. What's wrong with you? How am I tripping? How am I being too hard on him?
Because you are. You just doing all that yelling.
No, I'm not being too hard, bro. Like, dog, this is what you gonna get every time. Every time.
You just
I will not talk in class. And you need to do, that's too far apart. That's your problem. I told you that's too far. I will not talk in class. How much you got? Boy, you got a lot more. Let me see. Yes, you got a lot more. 50. I will not talk in class. You will not embarrass me and your mama. What?
I don't even know why you're making him do that. That's doing too much.
Because what you want the teacher to keep calling you? Talking about he going to the principal office for not listening? That's what he got to do.
That's not what he got to do. He could do something totally different. He go, I don't know, run some laps or something. I don't know.
Now, boy, finish your work and stop paying attention to what me and your mama talking about. I'm not playing with you. Finish. You got 50. Move your hand. You can put your hand on the thing, but don't cover it up. You know I'm trying to look at it. Come on. I will not, N-O-T. T. Space. Talk. That's too far. Finish. Just finish. T. A. L. K. Come on. You got about 44 more in class. Because I'm telling you, boy, you're not going to be embarrassing me. And you another thing. You don't do no punishment for him. You don't do nothing.
You too young to be punished. All you
Well,
got to do
you want the teacher to keep calling like that?
Nigga, it's fine. That's not her child. All she got to do is teach my child and send him home.
Nah, we not doing that, bro. We not doing it, bro. I thought you knew better than that. I thought you had better parenting skills than that.
Listen, I never said I was whooping my child.
It's just embarrassing, bro. I don't like getting no phone calls. All of that's going through that school system. All of that, emails and everything. All them teachers see that.
Well, you keep yelling at him, ain't gonna make it no better. So no, I'm not. Like,
Then she gonna call a whole conference, teachers conference with us, parents. Man, like, I'm not going to that. Because them teachers already know. They're already knowing what we coming up there for.
well, guess what? They already know that you don't want to deal with it, so that's no problem.
Man, look, I'm not playing with you. Come on, finish. You're not eating till you finish. I'm not playing with you. Hurry up. And I want you to finish all this schoolwork your teacher to send home. You're going to finish that too. SS. Come on. SS. Class. Let's go. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, you keep playing with me. I'm going to go old school on you. Yeah. Finish. Come on, you're going to get better at writing too.
No, so don't you got to be at work?
Yeah, I'm about to go. I bet that paper better be done by the time I get back too.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Let me rewind this real quick. That is crazy. And she is the problem. That mother is the problem. Now, it's obvious that this young boy is acting up in school. And now, as he's watching him write, he has to help him spell it. So that lets you know that is beneficial also to the young boy, not only the discipline of having to do all those sentences, but of, actually the repetition of doing those sentences will help him spell those words. And I truly believe in that type of discipline. Actually, I'm guilty of it. I do it every time. And another thing about this is that the brother said that it's embarrassing. I feel the same way. Because when my children are out in school, they are representing me. The same way a man's woman is out in public, she represents him. Well, I feel the same way with my children. When a teacher is calling or sending notes home saying that your child is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you feel like my child knows better. They don't act like this at home. So why are you going out there and acting like that in the world? And so I'll give you a story. Recently, one of my children, there was a note sent home talking about their behavior and what they were doing. And when they were told to do something and they didn't do it and they were defiant, They didn't listen. It was not the teacher. It was like a substitute teacher. You know, kids like to get real rowdy and get real bad when there's a substitute. Anyway, I talked to the teacher and I let the teacher know I will come up there. I will come inside the class. What do I have to do? The teacher was so thankful. Now, the next, I think it probably was like a few days later, my rib went up there for teacher parent, the teacher parent conference, and it was just a regular parent conference, right? Not because of this incident. And the teacher damn near was in tears because of the fact that we're willing to be involved with the children, which tells me that the teachers are stressed out from all of these badass kids that the parents don't even give a damn, or the parents come up there arguing like, my child didn't do this, my child didn't do that. That's what these teachers have to deal with. Now, in this situation, the problem is the mother, and like, she needs to be disciplined. You can tell that she never had any type of structure when she was growing up. And the father is so right in doing this. This is true discipline. You know, another form of discipline, a real good one, is stand in the corner. Yeah, get up in that corner, stand and face the wall in that corner. You can stand in that corner until you start switching feet, standing on one leg to, you know, till the minute till I look at you and I feel some compassion and say, you know what, now you can go sit down. Don't do it again. But that's real discipline, y'all. That's what we're missing in our households. And it goes all the way back to a father being in the house, to a male role model. Now you have this brother trying to be a father, and this mother is against him. And it takes me back to that time when I brought out that video with the sister that accidentally sent a message to her brothers for a boy to sneak in, you know, wait till 1:30, my brothers will be asleep, blah, 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 and you can come in. Well, she accidentally sent it to the brothers and they bust in the room like, who's supposed to be coming in here? And the mother came in there too, like, what's going on? What? And they told her, and then she took her the girl's phone. The mother didn't stop the brothers. What I like about the video is the mother didn't stop the brothers from getting on their sister and you know, being that male figure on their sister. Like, ain't nobody coming up here, bet nobody come up in here. Who you think coming up in here? You know what I'm saying? So that's messed up when you have a situation where the mother is trying to stop the father from disciplining the child when he's being bad at school. That makes absolutely no sense. And another thing about this is that a lot of our people are just children with children. A lot of black and brown people, you have kids, you have a roof over your head, you're paying rent, but you still have a childlike mind state because you'll fight against any discipline on your children. And it's because you never had it yourself. You'll fight against that. You'll buck up against the father actually being a father. You know what I'm saying? A father actually being a father, and you're mad at it. It's because you never had no discipline, or you never had no father in your own life, which is not a bad thing, but we just have to understand that you cannot grow without no structure and no discipline. Everything can't be, you know, you give the child their way all the time. She was saying that let him run laps or something. Now, I think it's good that he right. I think he should be practicing his spelling words. Matter of fact, what's he gonna do this and the homework he got? That's how it should be, y'all. What y'all think? That's how it should be. It should be like that. We got too many children right now running around with no rule, or that don't, who are unable to go by any authority figure. These children buck up and they rebel against. But it starts in the household. That's where it starts. It's not coming from outside. It's coming from inside black households. And the most important thing is a black father. That's how they destroyed our community anyway. That's how they did it. They took the father out of the household. Seemed like let me make sure. Give me a one if y'all can still hear me, because it looked like the mic had disconnected. But that's how they destroyed our families. They destroyed our families by taking that father out of the household. Right? So let me get this next video and then I'm gonna wrap it up. All right. This one is different. I'm pretty sure some people have seen this video too.
Possession of marijuana. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
Defendant crossed unauthorized crossing point from convenience store to apartment complex.
Wait. He did what?
He crossed an unauthorized crossing point, so I guess he crossed the street.
Is he jaywalking?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Walking while black.
A PC search was conducted, and the officer observed a large sack of marijuana.
I don't think so. Walking while black. I don't think so. I'm gonna find no probable cause.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Blake, be careful, man. You know, the world is against you. Don't let him be. Do something with your life. You know what I mean? The more you just, come on, man. All right, I'm gonna have you just take a seat back, all right? Hang tight. Mr. Blake, you're charged with possession.
Good looking out, T Mingo. This is the thing. This is a judge. Now, this brother was caught jaywalking. They put him over, stopped him, not put him over, but they stopped him, and then they found marijuana on him. So he's like walking while black. The judge, he's like, so he was walking while black. Nah, I'm not doing that. So in reality, okay, the reality is you got white folks that understand what's going on with black folks. You got white folks that were abolitionists that fought for slavery to end. You got white folks that stood with the brothers and sisters during the civil rights movement. They understand what's going on with black people. They understand, like he said, he told the brother straight up, the world is against you. He told him straight up, the world is against you. Like, how many times can you think of a time where a white person told you, listen, man, you're a black person. The world is against you. Everything is against you. That's very rare. Rare, very, very rare. Very rare. And I can see that you know, the Kens and Karens will be angry with him and be like, oh, you what they call him? Oh, you liberal. He's a liberal. You progressive. He should have got locked up. But he's seen the reality. You have some people like that see the reality. He said, this is a waste of time. You stopped them for jaywalking and then found some weed. Come on, man. Come on. You tell them, listen, the world is against you. You got to do better, which is a good way to teach, or teaching tool, because this is a young brother. He probably don't know what's about to happen, what he going to get sentenced for, and he's getting let free. And he's just letting them know, listen, man, don't let the world be against you. So there's a lesson in that, because with us as black people, we know what's right and wrong. We know that there are things that are against us. We see it every day. But you help them be against you. You help them succeed in being against you by selling drugs, by doing drugs, by hating your brother, by being a horrible person, by breaking the law in any kind of way possible. You help them. You help the system oppress you. Figuratively speaking, you do. We do. Like, when you don't know better, you cannot do better. But if you understand that this world is against you, there are things that you can do where they can't even touch you. Like putting down drugs, like not selling drugs, not hanging with the wrong crowd, not being in places where you know things go down. You get what I'm saying? Like, we have to be smarter to know we got to move a different way, so the world, even though it's against us, it can't touch us. Can't touch us. Moncho P1P, salute to the judge. Yes, how many times you gonna find a judge like that? How many times are you going to come across a judge like that? I've been in front of judges many times. They don't even want to hear what the hell you have to say. They don't want to hear your version of the story. It's already signed, sealed, and delivered what's about to happen to you. It's very rare that they even want to hear it from you. They'll talk to the district attorney. You know, let me play this one more time.
Of marijuana, we were going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
Defendant crossed unauthorized crossing point from convenience store to apartment complex.
Wait, he did what?
He crossed an unauthorized crossing point, so I guess he crossed the street.
Is he jaywalking?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Walking while black.
A PC search was conducted, and the officer observed a large sack of marijuana.
I don't think so. Walking while black. I don't think so. I'm gonna find no probable cause. Mr. Blake, be careful, man. You know, the world is against you. Don't let him be. Do something with your life. You know what I mean? The more you just, come on, man. All right, I'm gonna have you just take a seat back, all right? Hey.
So he's saying, do something with your life. Do something. Don't let them be. Don't fall into the same traps. These things are set up for you to fail. It's set up for us to fail. So with that, with knowing that, brothers, as black men, we have to be mentors and tell brothers, like, this thing is set up for you to fail. It's either going to end in prison or in the grave. That's the ending. There is no happily ever after for what goes on in the streets. There is none. You got one or two choices. It ain't nothing else going on out there. So don't let the world take you down, because it wants to take you down anyway. It took your ancestors down. It took any of your ancestors down that tried to rise up and do something better for themselves. It found a way to destroy your ancestors. It has ways to destroy you as a people and keep you oppressed and keep you at a certain level. So don't fall into the trap. Be smarter than the trap. Be smarter. Be that person, because they say it's like a certain percentage of people that make it and do all of this. Well, be part of the percentage. Have the mindset that I'm not going to fall into those traps that I've seen my people fall into. As I'm growing up and looking at the things that are happening to my family members, to my friends, to older and elder people that are older than me, and I'm seeing what has happened to them, I'm not going to do those same things. I'm not going to go that route. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point of it, because we cannot deny that everybody is against us and people act as though it doesn't exist. But you have people like this judge that will tell you straight out, the world is against you. Do something. Don't let it be. That don't let it be is be smarter than the trap. All right. So I'm going to drop that, and I'm about to wrap it up in a minute. So Thanksgiving is coming up. And many people don't know the history of Thanksgiving. First Thanksgiving, the Puritans, the Pilgrims. Many people don't know the history. Of course, black people don't know. I'm not surprised, because, you know, since we were able to move around in this society, learning and understanding of history has evaded us. Like, it's not something that we are interested in. We're more interested into the good life, partying, having fun, stuff like that. But we celebrate all of these holidays. The funny thing I was thinking is this: it's recently you had the election, and black women were upset, said they're gonna take their hands off of being involved with anything that has to do with America, with anything that's going on with any other group. And they're taking their hands off of it. My question is, as black people, you was upset at that. You're upset when a black male is unalived by the police. You're upset when a black woman is unalived by the police. We're upset at a lot of things. And we express this anger and this disdain in protesting and fighting back and with our voices of expression. But are you going to be upset on Thanksgiving? Bomb drop. Are you going to be upset during Christmas? You see, because we be really upset about injustice, unfairness, oppression that we receive from the United States or from the people of the United States. But we seem to forget that anytime one of these holidays come around that come from those same people. You see, that's the crazy part about it. So my question is, are you going to be upset then? And I'll go more into it. I'm gonna do a video, a video of the history of Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm gonna do a couple of videos like that, go in depth into the history of why we even celebrate. Well, many people should already know we celebrate them because we were in slavery. That's point blank. That's why we do it. But more of the history of where it comes from. But yeah, it's funny. That dynamic is funny because all of these holidays come out of white supremacy. And, we protest against that same white supremacy, but then we find ourselves, pacified with that, that nipple in our mouth when these holidays come. So yeah, that's all I got right now. I'm gonna be back. Maybe Sunday I'll come and drop something. Definitely Sunday, not maybe, but definitely Sunday. I'm gonna go live Sunday, and we'll get it in with some Black Authentic Truth, with some good stories, some good history. I just went live today. I hadn't been live in a long time. I wanted to tap in since I have been in Puerto Rico, came back, and even I'll go over some of that. I got a good video with that, going over a mural with my Puerto Rican brother, Captain Apash, and Ash Aparium. I'm sorry. And that's going to be dope to go over, just to see how Puerto Ricans, how they express themselves in the artwork and the murals of the oppression of America, Donald Trump, capitalism, and privatization. So yeah, with that, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for rocking with me. For the brothers and sisters that was up in here, thank y'all for rocking with me. And I'll see you this up and coming Sunday. All right. This is Black Authentic Truth. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Y'all stay safe out there. All right. Peace.